Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna answer some Q&A questions that we asked on Instagram, and I'm here with my bro, Frank Medrano. How to get rid of water in the body? I don't think you should.
Yeah, not completely.
Like, I'm gonna...
Not completely, no.
No, you need water in your body. We are water.
I think, yeah, I mean, we need water, but I kind of understand maybe like some people, they want to get rid of some water where they feel like they're bloated, right? So, I mean, the one thing that a lot of people forget and why they're so bloated, because they're not drinking enough water.
Yeah.
So in order to get rid of excess water that is bloat or whatever, you gotta drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water, that'll, flush out what you have extra.
How much water do you drink usually?
It really all depends on my work output, and obviously different factors about heat, training, whatever. For me, it's about a gallon a day. And then after I add those factors, it might be more or it might be less depending on my environment.
For me, it's like 5 liters of water. So I think that's like a gallon, maybe a little bit more.
A little bit more than a gallon. How can I start doing a muscle up?
Cool. You can watch it on our YouTube channel. I mean, depending on which stage you're at, if you can't even do a pull-up, then I think you should focus more on the pull-up and don't think about the muscle-up yet. But if you already have like a strong pull-up, I would work it up so you do an explosive pull-up, so you bring your chest all the way, and to learn the technique with jumping muscle-up or with the bands. And then in your general strength training, build your strength even more and more up, build your explosive strength up, and then you're gonna get the muscle up properly without like kipping or doing the chicken wing, weighing the muscle up and everything, and probably getting injured.
Yeah.
So I think bring your strength up, number one, learn the technique, and then start doing it actually.
Yeah, I agree. Like you said, it's just working on all those elements of the muscle up, strengthening those, strengthening, your explosive pull-ups, strengthening bar dips on a straight bar. Make sure you go really deep into that muscle up, and maybe just doing some negative movements from the top and slowly lowering that muscle up. And as far as, like you said, skill, that's something you kind of have to acquire by doing it, and a little bit more technical. Like you said, just check out video on our channel, and you'll be able to see a little bit more hands-on stuff.
What's the difference between your ways of training and mine? I think mine is more bodybuilding based. I think like I take the principles of like bodybuilding and I put it in my training. So like the bro split, like I do that. The way I target, I think muscles are like a bodybuilder, how you would, changing the grips and everything. I think that's the main one.
I think so too. It's just that maybe I probably do a little bit more HIIT training. I like to do HIIT training. For me, it's fun. I like to do circuits. For me, endurance is really big. I really like to have that endurance and strength and bodyweight training. I think those are probably like the major differences. Will you be making a handstand tutorial?
I already have one.
You already have one? You have one on your channel?
Yeah, I have it already.
Cool. So he has a handstand tutorial. You guys check it out. And that's actually one that I've been thinking about doing, so it's coming really soon. I'll have a handstand tutorial for that.
Why is stretching so important? I think against injuries, you have to stretch. If you don't, like, you can easily get injured. So I think you have to do, like before the workout I always do dynamic stretching, so not static, and like mobility work, and then after the workout I do static stretching, just to avoid injuries. That's like the main thing.
Yeah, I agree. Stretching for sure at the end of your workout is really important to prevent injury, and not only to prevent injury but to enhance your workout, to make sure that it gets stronger. You just had a workout, you really punish your muscles and stuff, so stretch it out, give it that treatment that it needs to for it to recover and get bigger. How do you improve grip strength?
Grip strength, I really don't do anything. Like I just do my workouts and everything, but when I do like high rep range pull-ups and everything, then you start really feeling the grip and the forearm. But I don't do anything like specifically to train my grip. You?
Yeah, I think it's because we do a lot of stuff on the bar
already.
We've developed the grip strength, and that's pretty much how it's going to develop. It's the more stuff that you do on the pull-up bar and you're on the bar, you'll create grip strength. Now if you really want to train for it, if you really want to do something like that, the best thing you could do is just simply just hang on the bar. Just hang on the bar at a dead hang at a bar at a flex hang all the way up.
One arm
just hanging at different levels of the pull-up pretty much. That'll definitely help you with some grip strength. Or if you want to just grab onto heavy objects like a dumbbell,
weights,
rope, water bottle that's heavy, just holding onto the handle also improve grip strength.
How to make my arms equal? It's probably bicep size. A lot of people jump into working out and everything, and then they do like bad form, like when they're pulling with the chin up, and it's going like that or the other way. So I think like doing everything with proper form. And if you're doing a chin up, then pull it slowly and with control, and not like more than one arm.
Exactly.
Then those imbalances will come in play, and you're gonna have one back side bigger, or you're gonna make your spine like curvy, or one arm smaller than the other.
Like I said, a lot of these imbalances could be fixed if you do the exercises slower or more controlled. Because the moment you start doing things slowly and more controlled, you're really paying attention more to the movement, and you're making sure that you're focusing on the exercise on both sides. Another thing you could do too is on certain exercises where you can use one arm and you're training one arm at a time. That's another way to help you make things even again by the use of like maybe a resistance band. You can do curls with a resistance band on one hand, and the same thing with the opposite side. So you're working both. How many meals do you have a day?
I have one proper meal which I cook, and then I have one fruit meal, which I just eat a lot of fruit and nuts. So basically 2 meals, 3 meals like a day. Currently, because I'm like cutting down my weight. I have 3, but if I'm trying to put on weight, then 5.
Okay.
Or more than 5, depending.
I'll have the same. I'll have one big meal, like a proper meal, like you said, and I'll make myself a smoothie every day, and I'll have a snack with some light, same thing, nuts, berries, maybe a salad, some veggies, hummus. But usually that small snack, which is the hummus or berries or nuts, I'll have a smoothie, and then I'll have like a proper big meal.
How to become a master in calisthenics? I think master, a lord. I mean, you have to master your own body weight. So doing every exercise properly and with no kipping or using momentum. I think you need to know the importance of warm-ups, mobility and stretching, also diet,
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I mean, master of calisthenics is a master of
Your own self.
And the basics too, because it's real easy to start doing basics and jump into like harder stuff when you really haven't mastered the basics yet. You really haven't had levels of strength and endurance with the basics. And sometimes jumping into harder stuff and just neglecting basics altogether, because we all do the basics, right? You still do the basics. I still do the basics. That's like the meat of our programs. Obviously, we make it harder because it's easy for us and we add resistance. We add different tempos,
we have to
intensities.
master the body with
but it's all about the basics. You know, in order to be a master of calisthenics, you need to master the basics. Once you master the basics, then from there, you get to know your body, your levels of strength, and then you properly progress to the next step. And then from there, you just keep learning into more advanced moves. How many times should I train legs?
Legs?
Yeah.
I think if you do it once properly, it's enough.
Yeah.
But like for me, I do them 2 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I do once like quads, and the second one will be more focused on the hamstring.
Hamstring.
Yeah. So 2 different like workouts in a week. You?
I usually have 1, but I try to do 2. I don't do it. I'm not consistent doing 2. But I usually have 1 heavy one. If I feel that I wasn't satisfied with that workout and I feel like I've recovered enough, then I'll have that second one. Yeah. Have you ever had injuries?
Oh, a lot of them. Starting from broken bones to torn shoulders, both of them.
Yeah.
2 times concussion. I think injuries are like a part of it, and
Yeah.
you try to avoid them every day, but it happens. But yeah, I think those were the main ones.
Yeah.
You?
I had broken bones near my shoulder. I had surgery. I had a few fracture fingers. Mainly that. Those are like the main injuries. But like you said, it kind of comes with the territory. If you're pushing yourself, that's why it's like really important. Actually, on some of those injuries, even I learned my mistake.
Yeah.
Looking back, is if I would have warmed up, one or two of those injuries that I had wouldn't have happened. So that's another testament to warming up, how important it is, to really warm up, especially your shoulders, because with the stuff that we do, if you really want to push yourself, you're really trying to like learn things. If you don't properly warm up, injuries can happen, and you could avoid them. I could have avoided some if I did warm up. Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up. If you have more questions, or for both of us, leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching. Gang gang.
You could cut it right there.